First things first, Paris, just kind of got to ask what happened at the end of the kind of went in their huddle. Like there were some words exchanged there.
Oh no, it wasn't no words exchanged. It's just I had seen that they didn't have any timeouts, and it was a close game, so I was like, why not just see what they're saying, But that was the only reason I did it because there wasn't no timeouts.
Did you hear anything?
No, I actually didn't. I mean, you guys saw the coach chest bump me or whatever, but I didn't take it for anything.
And what about you, Chandler? There was a little bit of maybe some tension there at the end of the game. What happened there?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was happening throughout the game. With the huddle deal, and then coaches japping, and they're always talking. Wyoming staff is always talking, and their players. But they were just talking, and when I was at the free throw line, and he came up to me saying something, and I was just like, all right, you guys go home now. And then he got a little sensitive, and it got out of blown up to something that it wasn't. But it was just a lot of something that wasn't there.
What was the difference for you guys to start the second half? I think it was an 18-4 run for you as you guys got going.
Well, I don't want to sound redundant, but it was just defense. They were hitting 3 after 3 in the first half, and our game plan is to keep them under 8 threes, and I think they had 7 in the first half. So we were focused on that, and we noticed when they went 9 minutes in the second half without a 3-point field goal, and I think that was when we made our run. And so we bought into that, and I think that was a little bit how we were able to be successful on defense.
The game Wednesday against Nevada has kind of been circled on the schedule for a while, at least in terms of knowing it's going to probably be a big game. To not think towards that, I guess, and obviously these games are still important too. What's it say about the focus, I guess, that you guys were focused on today, and not already looking ahead to possibly Wednesday?
That's definitely something we've been doing. We're just trying to take a game at a time. Our focus the last few days been Wyoming. Now our focus is on Nevada.
A couple days ago, you guys are down by double digits with a minute left. You make a 3-point game. Kind of reverse the script this time. They kind of do the same thing. Just what is it like to be in these close games late?
Which game are you referring to?
New Mexico game.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing happens the other way this time.
Yeah, well, we've been through games earlier this year that have helped prepare us for this. Unfortunately, the New Mexico game, we were trailing them, the whole game, and we got a stretch there where we kind of put ourselves in too deep of a hole to dig out of. It's always so hard to do that, but we try to just focus on trusting each other, because sometimes we can get complacent and not trust the process and what we have to do on defense and offense to take good shots, because we know we're going to score. We put up, 90 today or close to 90. So we know we're going to score. It's just trusting each other, making the right plays, and knowing where our guys are on the floor to get them shots.
Here's your ability to get to the basket. Are there times where you just can tell it's working that day, and you take extra attempts to get to the lane?
It's every day. It's every day.
It seemed like there was more of an effort to get to the lane tonight.
Yeah, before the game, Coach Beckner, he told me he wanted me to be really aggressive. And then when I first came out the first few minutes of the game, I didn't want to try to overdo anything, try to force anything. So he gave me a look and he said something, but I knew he said something. He was like, "Let's go." So as soon as he said that, I was just like, play fast, and try to make things happen, finding my teammates, and that's what I was able to do.
You seem to really grasp onto this coming off the bench role. I know it was probably not as easy as it is for you now, but talk about the process and starting to come off the bench and where you're at now with that role.
The coming off the bench, it was a different role from when I had been a starter. The main focus, they wanted me to really just get the ball moving the first couple minutes of the game, and they still want me to move the ball, but they just want me to come off and be that spark plug and bring a fast pace, and that's what I've been able to do.
Chandler, I was going to ask about looking ahead, not trying to avoid that. I guess the other 4 games are just as that you had counting today are just as important. If you don't take care of business today, then it wouldn't matter maybe Wednesday as much. Is that kind of what you guys were thinking coming in?
Yeah, that's always in the back of your mind. You can say it however you want, but you're always thinking about it. We took a tough one here, and we've been thinking about it ever since that game. But we've been thinking about all of them in the fact that we've been thinking that we want a conference championship. And that starts with the game we have in front of us. And, our coaches and leaders do such a good job to keep us focused on that, because exactly like you said, if we don't take care of business today, then, it makes it even harder to get that one in Nevada. So we really wanted to lock in. And we were fortunate to come out with the win. It got a little shaky there, but, we executed there at the end some plays that we needed to make.
How is it for you personally too, Chandler? Because your name's starting to be floated around with host, awards and Player of the Year and First Team All Mountain West. And how's that sitting with you? And is it putting a lot more pressure on you? Is it coming to normal?
Well, the pressure is not there. It's exciting to see people talk about you and you see things start to pay off. So I'm just blessed to be in the opportunity to have my name among some of these guys in a really good conference. So, I hear that and it just, it adds more fuel to the fire to want to get a conference championship. And really, that's the only award I really care about, is getting that conference championship, because I know how much we've gone through as a team and the position we're in right now. So, it's cool to hear that and it's motivation, but the bigger thing right now I'm focused on is just conference championship.
Chandler, you had 25 today, 31 in the last game. What has been working for you the last 2 games?
I would just say not trying to force it. I think I forced it a little bit even in the first half today, getting a little sped up. And, I just looked up and looked at the time and just told myself, just let the game come to you, because I believe I'm a really good instinct player when I just, get a feel for the defense. And, whether it's back cutting, our guards do a great job of finding us when we're flashing to the basket and stuff like that. So just trying to do that and do any little thing that I can to try to get an advantage and get a quick couple points. So I would say just playing relaxed and not getting too sped up, letting the game come to me.
You mentioned the 3-pointers they hit in the first half, 7 of 16, I think. Was that bad defense? Were they just on fire? What was kind of the issue there, and how did you correct that in the second half?
I think a lot of it, I don't think it was bad defense on us. It was bad communication. That's what I would say. A lot of the threes they got was just from switching. And, sometimes we either switch with the 4 or, we get over the ball screen. But I just think it was communication. Because a big focus for us is not letting teams shoot threes.
Everyone's made a lot about Nick's struggles and stuff, but he had a couple tonight, and obviously, wasn't 5 for 5, but he hits a couple. And it seems like you guys get energized, I guess, when he gets energized. And knowing what he's going through with his struggles, I know you wouldn't say he's completely out of it yet, but to see him get going a little bit, what does that do for the rest of the team?
It was huge, even when Nick's not hitting threes, he's impacting the game. But when he does hit threes, you just see the building go up, the players go up. It just brings a whole nother energy. So it's always great when he's making his shots.
Leon keeps saying, he's a senior, he's going to go out the right way, he knows he's going to get it going. I mean, you see you guys put up 91, and there's still more that could be out there. I mean, does that kind of excite you guys, thinking if you get a hot Nick Duncan here down the stretch, what that could mean for you guys?
Definitely, and I think Nick is going to get hot. The last couple games he haven't been making his threes, but it's coming. I feel it.
Yeah, I'd just say that speaks to our upside of our team, that, one of our best scorers and three-point shooters is kind of going through a little struggle, but we're still finding ways to get wins and still getting in the contention for a league title. So, we know it, like he said, we know he's going to hit his shots. So, there's still no guy I'd rather have on the court, whether he's making shots or missing shots, than Nick. We know he's going to compete and do what the team needs, so we trust him.